You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. So hello everyone, welcome along to episode 41 of our Ajax career mode series. It's Bromo18 here with you as always, and today we begin season 3. Really excited for this season, perhaps more so than both of the last two seasons. Not quite sure why. I think, there's just an added buzz for some reason. Feel like, this year we can really achieve something. I think, transfer season, which we'll get onto shortly, is going to be quite a busy one, and we'll see how it goes. That is for sure. If you get to watch any of the previous episodes, I would advise you go and watch those ones first, and you can catch up. There's a lot that you'll have missed out, 2 seasons worth, but I promise it will be worth going through and watching. But today we begin to focus on season 3, and this episode we do not have any games for you. Instead, I'm going to go through the transfer season because I'm expecting it to be a busy one, really. Just got a feeling not much substantial behind that. I just think that we've got very lucky in the last couple of seasons. We haven't had many bids for the big players like De Jong, for example, or Van der Beek or Hakim Ziyech. Players like that, I think we've got away with that. But this transfer window, there could be some more offers, so we'll see how it goes. We've also got to bring in a couple of players as well, and we're going to come on to that pretty much now. So it's going to be a fairly hectic one. So sit back and hopefully we'll have some things to report for you. First of all, I do want to talk about I guess the players already here and what's going to happen with them. In the previous episode, I did talk about the likes of Sinkgraven, Vlakov Cherny. The contract was expiring. I said I was going to extend Sinkgraven's contract, but I forgot that he'd actually arranged a pre-contract expiry deal with Eibar in Spain. So unfortunately, he's gone. We wanted to extend his contract, so he's gone, which means we've only got one left back and one right back at the club. Nissen Christensen had agreed a transfer in around February, I think it was. So he's gone as well, which means, as I say, we've only got one right back and one left back. So it means in the transfer window, we are going to have to try and address that. Can't go for the whole season with just one fullback on each side. We'll need at least one, maybe two, to fill in that role. Elsewhere, Callum Eiting goes out on loan to Huddersfield. That move was arranged during February, March of last season, but it only takes place now. So we'll see how he goes. If De Jong goes, we might have to recall him. As with Mike Mulder, he also goes on loan to Brøndby. So hopefully he can get some game time there and increase his overall. So elsewhere, some things I want to talk about. I think Hugh Price, we're going to add on to the loan list. There's a couple here that I want to send out on loan. Cedric Myers, another one. We spoke about how, his attributes, look at that, only 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, medium low. That's not very impressive to me for a cam. So we're going to send him out on loan. Hopefully he can grow. And we'll see how that goes. Mike Voss, I'm still undecided whether or not we're going to loan him out or he'll get more of an opportunity. Don't forget, there's a lot of sort of call for places at the moment. Zakaria Labiad was very, his opportunities were very limited last season, despite the fact he was actually playing well. It's just one of them things. We've got a lot of players in that position, so we are actually going to add him to the transfer list. I think his time, unfortunately, at the club is coming to an end. Ewan Kelly is another one. We're going to add him to the loan list. Hopefully he can get some form of game time, at least improve his overall rating. For now, we're going to stick with that. Van Leer is one that we would be happy to get rid of, but obviously we need another goalkeeper. Hopefully I can get one out of the youth academy, and then we wouldn't have to worry about buying one. So we'll see how that one shapes up as well. But elsewhere, I think the squad is fairly ready to go. If we have a look here in the actual squad lineup, you'll see the size is considerably smaller than what it has been over the last season or so, which is better. I do prefer a tight-knit group. I don't like massive, amounts of players. Last season there was about 5 rows extra, I believe. A few of them have obviously gone, so we've got a much more tight-knit group, and that is certainly what I prefer. So we have a couple going out on loan and henceforth. we'll have a closer group and have a smaller squad. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, we don't want to make it too small because then we won't be able to deal with the demands of a European campaign. One thing I do quickly want to mention before we advance through the transfer window is sliders. I've been testing sliders recently. At the moment, they're standard, but I have been testing the different, sort of balancing and stuff to make it more, not only more realistic, but also more of a challenge for me. Because obviously we're on Ultimate, we're still winning the league by some way. So yeah, we're going to see how that one goes as well. I think I'm going to be using sliders this year, but need a little bit more testing first with various different teams and so on. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but just something to keep an eye on. Anyway, so I'm going to advance through the transfer window now, and every time something comes up, then I'll be back with you. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, guys. So strangely enough, he's not actually transfer listed, but I have actually had an offer for Benjamin Van Leer, 4.1 million from Guingamp of France. We're actually going to delegate this, and we're going to ask for about 5.5 and want a minimum of 5 million. You know what? If we get that, then I'll take it. We will have goalkeepers in the youth academy. We already do. They're not quite ready to be promoted to the side yet. You can have a quick look here. There's one, Mike Dijkstra of Holland, and then Jonas Iversen as well of Denmark. So they're not quite ready to be promoted yet, but if we get that offer, I will accept it, because his contract does run out at the end of the season. So 5.5 million would be a good price to get for him. So we'll see how that one goes. Okay, guys, we've had a loan offer for Ewan Kelly from Djurgårdens IF. They are, I believe, of Sweden. Going to accept that, and hopefully he can get some form of game time and just improve his overall rating. We'll see how that one goes. Right, so here we are, guys. Couple of moves for you. Broken down negotiations. They couldn't agree to terms with Van Leer. Kelly's loan move will be rejected. I imagine that's going to be quite a common theme, because it always seems to happen. Zakaria Labiad, Inter Milan have offered 12.8 million, and we can get more. And I'm going to try and get more as well. We're going to ask for 15. I think that would be a fantastic price. If not, we'll have a minimum of 14, and that would be a really good deal elsewhere. An offer for Mike Peters, nowhere near the value we want for him, and we think he's going to be an important player in the first team, so we're going to reject that one. Yeah, that's all for now. We'll get back to you shortly. Here we are, guys. Loan offer for Hugh Price from SD Eibar. We will accept that. He should get some good game time there and improve. We'll go with that one elsewhere. Just want to show you quickly in the squad hub. Did talk about, I think it was in the last episode actually, a couple of players, Anana Matsraoui and also Hakim Ziyech, said that we would try and extend their contracts because they had only about 12 months remaining. Well, we managed to extend all of them, and really pleased about that. If we do happen to sell them, then we can get much value, but the plan is obviously to have them stay around as much as possible, as long as possible. So really pleased to have all of them on the books for at least another 4 years. Here we are then, guys. A lot more news for you. Zakaria Labiad, they've agreed on 15 million amount. That is a fantastic offer, I believe, and we are going to accept that. Elsewhere, Calvin Stengs even, it's a loan offer from Atletico Madrid. Now, that is an interesting proposition. His game time was hit and miss. I think one thing that has really put me off is his stamina. It's just so hard to increase stamina on this game. And it's only like 51. It's just terrible, and he's knackered after half time. Perhaps loaning him out isn't the worst idea at all, so I think we might actually accept that and see if he accepts a move elsewhere. Ewan Kelly gets another loan offer from the Belgium outfit. Don't want to pronounce their name, don't want to even try. We're going to accept that one, and hopefully he'll go, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Right, so here we are, guys. A lot of notice for you. Ewan Kelly seals a 1-year loan move to UPenn of Belgium. Calvin Stengs goes on loan to Atletico Madrid for 1 year. Zakaria Labiad seals his move to Inter Milan, 15 million. That's a great price. And Hugh Price, if you'll pardon the pun, goes on a 1-year loan move to Burnley. So yeah, things are certainly advancing, as you can see. And if we have a look now, I think actually we are going to need a winger. Now that I mention it, we've got Bandé, we've got Tadic who can play on the wing. But the question is, will they need to fill in elsewhere? We'll wait and see. But I do have a couple of players in mind. I'm trying to sort of hide it from you guys yet. I'm still waiting on scout reports and everything. I don't want to promise anything too soon. But we've got some things lined up in the pipeline. So just watch this space. But yeah, certainly a couple of moves we are actively pursuing. Right, welcome back, guys. Couple of notices for you. One, Cedric Meyer goes out on loan to New York City FC, so hopefully he can grow there and certainly turn to a better investment. Elsewhere, we've had a big offer for Mauro Boadu. I was not expecting this at all. Hoffenheim of the Bundesliga in Germany have come in for him, and I'll be gutted to see him go. But again, realistic career mode. If we get a big offer, you know, we would pretty much be forced into selling him. So what I'm really looking to do is, you know, I want something substantial. So we're going to ask for about, let's say 32. And then we're not going to accept anything less than 30. And if we do happen to get that, if they are mad enough to give us that, despite the fact he is a real good player, promising prospect, then, you know, we will have to accept it. Elsewhere, you've sort of had it spoiled for you. These are a couple of players I'm looking at. Achraf Hakimi, of course, of Real Madrid. I was hoping to bring him in on loan. Not sure how realistic that idea was. Elsewhere, the other one is Kenny Tete from, at the moment, he's at Spurs on this. I believe he's at Lyon in real life. He's another option. Again, the wages are a stumbling block. We're not paying that sort of wages. So if they were to come, they'd have to accept a lower amounts. Might as well show you the rest of my shortlist now, seeing as we spoke about it. Looking at a couple of fullbacks, three from Barcelona. This one looked good, but the problem is my scout just took too long to scout him, and he has since gone on loan to Angers in the French Ligue 1. So that's disappointing. We've still got Juan Miranda and Marc Cucurella though, so waiting for the scout report, and then we'll see how it goes though. We could certainly try and perhaps loan them in, maybe even buy them. And also Kjell Scherpen, I hope I got that right, Kjell Scherpen, yeah, that sounds about right. 20 years old, young keeper, got potential. I do believe Ajax have been linked to him in real life. He plays at FCMN, of course, in the Eredivisie. I'm tempted by this. At 1.7 million, you can't really say no. We're waiting for the scout report on him anyway. We'll see what he can offer us. But, you know, should we sell Van Leer for 5.5 million? I did say I was going to, you know, wait for a youth academy player, but if we could get him for, you know, say like 1.8 million and sell Van Leer for about 5 million, that makes good sense to me. So we're going to wait and see about that. Elsewhere, Razvan Marin, they've signed him in real life, and I actually like the look of him on this game. He looks very good. We spoke about him previously. His stats are very, very impressive, and certainly one that I'd like to bring in. But I think he would clash too much with Frenkie de Jong. So the answer to this is we'll bring him in should we get a good offer and sell Frenkie de Jong. If not, we may, you know, leave him be. Elsewhere, Martin Odegaard, they won't loan him out. I was hoping they'd loan him out. I don't see why they won't, because there's no way they're playing him at 79 rated. They'll only sell him. I don't want to pay like 20 million for him. If we get him for 15, maybe that's fair. I don't know. I mean, you'd recoup. You'd essentially, because we've got 15 million for Labiad, so you'd be essentially replacing Labiad for Odegaard. So I will consider that. I'll see. Hopefully his value could drop a bit. Maybe a couple of poor performances or something, but we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, certainly going to consider Hakimi. First of all, just want to scout the rest of these and see, you know, where we lie on that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. Just thought I'd update you guys on that. Right, so welcome back, guys. We've had an offer for Tagliafico. This is the sort of thing I was worried about from Paris Saint-Germain. They can go and get if they think I'm selling him for that sort of money. You know, I want almost 40 million for him. This guy is an important part of our team. He's the captain. No way they're getting away lightly with this. I think that's fair personally. When we see fullbacks, all sorts of fullbacks, Danilo, Kyle Walker, for example, going for the likes of 50 million, I don't see why we can't ask for 38 million for Tagliafico, because he's an important part of our team. He's the captain, and I want that sort of money for him. And it's Paris Saint-Germain. You know, they splash out money all the time, so they better give me a better offer than that tin pot stuff they're offering us currently. Right, so welcome back, guys. A couple of more notices to tell you about. Broken down negotiations for both Boadu and Tagliafico. Clubs didn't quite want to put their money where their mouth was. Elsewhere, Mike Voss receives a loan offer from River Plate, and we're going to accept that for the season. Also, you might have noticed Jan Brouwer, contract accepted. He has just turned 16. I've been raving about him for ages, hoping that he will be good enough to make the step up and he'll have the right attributes. Well, let's find out what his Work rate, his skill moves alike. Not holding my breath. Ooh, 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, but medium low work rate. We'll see how that one pans out. Certainly, you know, serviceable in terms of the weak foot and skill moves. Work rate, perhaps, you know, we can sort of work our way around it. We'll see, but he's certainly one to keep an eye on. Anyway, we'll, you know, get him training pretty soon, next session actually, and see where that takes us. But yeah, keep an eye on him for sure. He might be a decent player. So yeah, not bad at all. Right, welcome back, guys. Couple of big pieces of news for you. It's our first signing of the transfer window. Achraf Hakimi comes in, 81 rated, 21 years old. Really delighted to have completed this move. Sort of adds to our Moroccan contingency. Mazraoui has always been our number one right back, but with this, I think we may have just found our new number one right back. He can play left back as well, and that was part of the reasoning for me signing him. 14 million in the end we paid. I can just about deal with that, I do believe. His value is 19.5, so actually 14 million, we've got an absolute steal there. Really delighted to bring him into the club. We've also made a bid for Martin Odegaard. I've been trying to sort of weasel my way in with cheap lowball offers. They're considering a £15 million deal. Again, I don't like how much I'm spending here. You know, it can still be called off. We'll see how this one goes, but I do definitely think he could add to the team. Still only 21 as well himself, and he's going to grow. So we'll see how that one goes, pans out. Elsewhere, scouting this guy. He's a free agent, high work rate, centre back, right back, left back. Looks really good. He is 6'3". He's a free agent, as I say, but he's very promising. Like on his, you know, on his scout report. So we're going to see how that goes. Might bring him in since he's a free agent. There's not any risk involved there. I'm thinking of loaning one of these left backs. Well, I say loaning. I can't loan Cucurella, unfortunately. They won't let him out. I think they will let Juan Miranda come out on loan. But, you know, he's a slightly lower rating. Could we buy Cucurella? I don't know. 8 million quid he'll cost us. Is that worth it for a rotation option? Maybe not. He does look good, but I'm not sure if we're prepared to go for him or not. We'll see how that one goes anyway. Silerson going to remove him off the shortlist. And yeah, that's about it for now, guys. We'll move on to the next part. So welcome back, everyone. Got a couple more big pieces of transfer information to give you. One, we've had another offer for Benjamin Van Leer from Cardiff City this time. They've offered 4.1. We're looking for about 5 million. I think that would be a great deal, to be honest, with him running out of contract at the end of the season. We have reacted because of this. We're expecting him to leave now in this transfer window. We'll come on to that shortly. The other piece of news is we've had an offer for Mazraoui from Real Sociedad. They've offered 11.3. We're looking for 15 million, and if we do get that, that will essentially be us swapping Mazraoui for Hakimi, because of course, you know, we signed Hakimi for around about that price, 14 million in the end. So that would be, I think that would be a good deal. I wouldn't want to see him go, to be honest, but we can't really turn out 15 million for him, 77 rated. I think that would be a good deal for us. It would mean, however, that we've now got to go out and sign another right back. So we'll see how that one goes, how that progresses. Still negotiations ongoing for Nicolas Tagliafico. And then in terms of sent offers, first of all, Martin Odegaard. We decided to go for it. I've been really hesitant about it, as you can tell. 16 million in the end. Obviously, I'm not, you know, I'm not too happy about it, but we'll see how it goes. And now he's stalling on wage negotiations. We've offered him 42,000. Even that, I don't like, to be honest. Again, not sure, a bit hesitant about it. We're not paying many players that much, to be honest. So we'll see. And he says that he'd like to go away and think about it. We might not even be able to sign him in time for the first game of the season, so we'll see. And also, we said that we were addressing the issue about Van Leer. I said originally in the episode that perhaps we'd look to the youth academy. They're not ready yet, and I don't want to take the risk of only having one goalkeeper at the club. So we've gone out and signed Kiel Skjerpen. Really pleased with this, actually. 70 rated, only 20 years old, 1.8 million. Nice bargain, 3.8 thousand per year. It says 4-year deal there, but we signed him on a 5-year deal. And really pleased with this. A couple of you did suggest him in the comment section, and we have gone out and got him. The guy's an absolute beast. I mean, he's not going to be on here, so it's not going to show it, but he's like 6'8". He's absolutely massive. Just fills the... Look at him. Fills the screen. He's coming off the TV almost. So, yeah, he's an absolute beast. Pleased to get him in from FCMN. And we'll see what he can bring to the club. I would like to perhaps rotate this season a lot. Maybe play him in cup games, play him in some league games, even some Champions League games, you know. Do a bit what PSG have been doing this season, essentially rotating the likes of Buffon and Areola around. I think that's certainly something we could look to do here. I know his potential's in the 80s, so yeah, pleased to get him in for sure. So welcome back, everyone. Some more pieces of transfer information to give you. Negotiations broken down for Martin Odegaard. The game is just absolutely terrible. He was asking for about 50 in the first set of negotiations, and he comes back after stalling, and all of a sudden he's asking for about 66 and 70. Right, how does that work? So I'm not going to pay him that much money, I'm afraid. We'll try and go in for him later on in the transfer window and see if we can bring him in. But, you know, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Nicolas Tagliafico, negotiations broken down with Juventus clubs. Just not interested in paying the 34 million or whatever it was we're asking for. I know you guys might think I'm, you know, maybe pricing him out, but to be honest, I just think that's a fair deal. He's in his prime now. He's 27, captain, one of the best rated players. I think that's the way the market goes, to be honest, in real life, and that's what we're asking for. Mazraoui, Van Leer still yet to go. And by the way, some pretty impressive news for you. Now, I'm recording this episode quite a few days before I actually upload it, probably about 5 or 6 days before. And it turns out, in the middle of recording this, I've recorded this over a set of 2 days, that Ajax have actually signed Kjell Scherpen in real life. He's just joined on a 4-year deal from FCMN for around about 1.5 million. So yeah, that's pretty mad indeed. I'm guessing that's why a lot of you suggested him to me in the comments section, because, you know, the link, there was links and stuff to him at the time, rumours that he'd be signing. Well, it turns out he has actually signed. So yeah, that's pretty impressive, and yeah, pretty cool indeed. So yeah, at least that's one good thing to look at. Elsewhere, still haven't made a decision on these other fullbacks yet, so I need you guys to let me know about Cucurella. 8 million quid really is going to cost us. Do we want to pay that much for someone who might just be a rotation option? I'm not sure. Elsewhere, scouting Owen Vindal. He's at Milan in this, but in real life he's at, I believe he's at AZ Alkmaar. So, you know, I like that signing. 20 years old, he can grow. I think, you know, we could pursue him. We'll see just what the scout report brings back on him. And don't forget to keep suggesting me players as well in the comment section, even not the transfer section. And yeah, keep letting me know. Really appreciate all the advice. Some of them, as you'll see here, by signing Scherpen will be taken into consideration. So yeah, keep them coming in. We'll try and go for Odegaard as well later on in the transfer window. Next episode, though, we will have the first game of the season against Excelsior. We are on the day now. I'm going to leave it till the next episode, though, because I've got a feeling this one may have dragged on quite a bit to well over 20 minutes or so. And we'll also have some more, hopefully, some more transfer activity for you guys in that time as well. We'll see just how that one goes. With any luck, we can potentially go back in for Odegaard and get a cheaper deal, because I would like to sign him. We can also see if we can if there's any more movement on the likes of the Van Leer front, Mazraoui as well. Really looking forward to seeing if we can bring in fullback like Vindal as well. And we'll also see if there's any more bids for our guys. Like I say, I've been expecting bids. We've had some for the likes of Tagliafico, etc. But what about De Jong and Ziyech and Neres? Will they receive bids? You know, we'll find out later on down the line. So hope you guys will join me as we begin season 3 tomorrow in the Eredivisie against Excelsior. Really looking forward to that one. And then after that, I did not know this, we've got PSV on just the second game of the season. So what a start it's going to be to the league season. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully all of you guys can join us along for that. We'll have a little bit of a fixture breakdown as well in the next episode. So do join me for that. But on that note, we are going to round the episode off there. So if you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to give me a follow on Twitter using the Twitter handle at Bromo018. The link for that is in the description. And on that note, I'm Bromo18, and I'll see you soon.